Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So I'm streaming a little bit late, and quite honestly, a little tired, a little buzzed. But I felt compelled to stream for you guys and explain why Bitcoin fell today. Not only Bitcoin, crypto, literally everything fell today. And I wanted to take some time to explain it. And I met a few interesting people, a lot of fans today. So several other influencers, went to a party, had a dinner, had a lunch. It's nice. It's nice. So let's get started. Let's talk about what's going on. Before we do that, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell, especially now when I am traveling, to get notified. And also follow me on social media. You might get some cool tweets. You might be entertained by what I tweet. And also check out all the latest news, article, and guides at CryptosRUs.com. Welcome. Man, my voice is gone. All right, anyways. I'm happy to report I did not meet any XRP army today. In fact, almost everyone I talked to today enjoyed my April Fool's XRP stream. Despite the contrary, despite the hate comments. But with that said, okay, let's talk about Bitcoin. Right? Bitcoin unfortunately fell down to 43.4. You could see that this morning when I created my video, I was pleasantly, surprised that Bitcoin held at 44.5, which would have been fantastic because we were just there. But unfortunately, Bitcoin fell below and now utilized our second resistance, right, at 42.7. And again, it's a resistance that we have faced many, many times, but the good thing is we have turned it into a support. And you can clearly see that we had trouble breaking through here many times. And once we broke through it, we kind of just forgot about it. But the good news is all the short-term indicators, even mid indicators, are all indicating Bitcoin is oversold. And Bitcoin, you could see, bounced off of this 42.7 like clockwork. So pretty good so far. But this is not the reason why Bitcoin went down, not because of any support or resistance, right? There's a lot of stuff going on today. Well, first of all, and what I said this morning was the fact that, well, Bitcoin 2022 is on. And whenever Bitcoin 2022 or Bitcoin 2021 or any big conference goes on, guess what happens? The whales tend to manipulate the market for whatever reason. They just like to, trying to poo-poo on everyone's, excitement. I mean, that's honestly what, I believe what started it this morning. Actually started last night, right? And then it carried into it. But this was not the end-all be-all. There's a lot of stuff that happened today that, quite frankly, was not good. For example, look at the NASDAQ down about 2.2%. Why did the NASDAQ go down? Well, the Fed minutes came out. And I told you guys, I warned you guys that the Fed minutes could result in something like this. Something that was already declared last month by Fed Chairman Powell. Now the meeting minutes came out. And unfortunately, one key piece of information was left out from Powell's mouth a month ago. And that is shrinking the balance sheet by $95 billion a month. Don't know why he left out this critical information. It was discussed in a meeting. He had a huge press conference, but still not disclosed for whatever reason, right? So, of course, this spooked a lot of traders. That is why NASDAQ fell. And unfortunately, it made Bitcoin fall a little bit more. But that's not all. Today is a trifecta, actually quadfecta of bad news. More sanctions against Russia. And even Janet Yellen, our Treasury Secretary, warns of enormous economic repercussions from the Ukrainian invasion. So this is also escalating on the war front. So not only do we have macroeconomic news that's against Bitcoin, we have geopolitical stuff that's against Bitcoin. And to top it all off, guess what? COVID is back because UK has detected a new COVID variant. This is the trifecta of bad news, right? And I mentioned quadfecta. Why? Well, because with the liquidations, 95 million ongoing, you add it all together, that is exactly what happened with Bitcoin today, with crypto today, right? You had just a whole bunch of bad news, starting with the whale manipulation, right? Then you have Fed minutes that shake the market. Then you had, more war escalation and sanctions. Then you had COVID. And then on top of that, you have liquidation. So that's not even quad. I don't even know what's after quad, to be honest. But that's 5 things that's against Bitcoin. But you know what? Despite the fact that today is pretty red, right? Almost everything is in a red. Guess what? With all that, we're still holding at 43,000. And many people may be saying, George, what are you talking about? Only holding at 43,000? Because I like to remind you guys that this is not a level we haven't seen before. In fact, I just showed you guys that Bitcoin was hovering between 42.7 and, in fact, 37,000 just a few weeks ago. So even with all the bad news, Bitcoin is still holding above this critical resistance, and a lot of the TA stuff is showing that Bitcoin is oversold, and a lot of your favorite crypto, they are on sale right now. They are on sale. What did I say over and over again, right? You want to have that cash pile on the side. You want to take profits when you can. You want to build up that cash so you're able to take advantage of dips and continue to DCA. And today, a lot of opportunities. A lot of things fell down. 4%, 7%, 8%, 9%. Really no reason for it. But what this means is now you have more opportunities, more time to dollar cost average and to be able to buy the dips, because we know the market will come back. Despite all the bad news, the market's going to come back. The metrics and fundamentals have not changed one bit, not one bit. But now you're able to buy Ethereum close to 3,200 again versus the 3,500 just from a day ago, right? Now you could buy Terra under 110 when it was 120 just a day ago. You could buy Solana at 114 versus 135 a day ago, right? So things have gotten cheaper. So the best way to look at it is this. There's a lot of factors that we can't control right now, but what we can control is not falling to FUD, right? Staying the course, having that faith and conviction and patience to continue through, and to dollar cost average and buy the dip. That is the right path, right? So that's the best way to look at it. Now, I mentioned about, the fundamentals and stuff like that. Has not changed. Has not changed. Do you think that one day of volatility is going to change everything? No. Everything is still on track. So if you're looking at some of the on-chain metrics, which I love to show, what exchange flows, 30-day exchange flow still dropping like a rock, right? If you look at the inflows and outflows, you look at all the months in 2020, 2021, very negative. That's good. Bitcoin being taken out of the exchanges. Starting in 2022, also very negative. In fact, we have some of the largest outflows we have ever seen in Bitcoin's history. And that is why the reserves of Bitcoin on exchanges continue to drop. And it's at the same level that it was when Bitcoin was at 7,200. So 44,000 versus 7,200, big difference, right? But it shows you it's healthy. People are still buying. The network activity, the hash rate, the liquid supply, the reserves on exchanges, nothing's changed within a single day, right? In fact, there are indications that the whales that maybe manipulate the market right now are buying up, and they're buying up a ton between 40 and 44K, right? That is what's happening. That's what they do. They cause fear, they cause uncertainty, they cause doubt so that they can take advantage and buy low while others are panicking, right? But really, Bitcoin at 44,000 is no time to be panicking. And there's other good news. If you're an NFL fan, the Titans become the very first NFL team to accept Bitcoin. Now you can use Bitcoin to buy box seats and merchandise, season tickets, right? And it's only the beginning. This is a whole team, not just players accepting Bitcoin as their salary. This is a whole team not accepting, right? So this is still ongoing. And according to checkout.com, according to a survey, 23% of online businesses all accept Bitcoin as a payment method by 2024. So again, don't be deterred by short-term volatility. Okay, don't be deterred by day-to-day activity. Focus long-term. That's what I advocate. That's what I preach. That is the right way to invest, right? So ignore short-term volatility, focus on the future, and you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine. So hopefully, those of you guys watching right now, you are doing exactly that. Now, I did want to give a shout out because I met some people today. You know, I've met a lot of people, took a lot of pictures, met a lot of with vendors, a lot of them very promising. I'll have another comprehensive video where I'll splice everything in. It'll be looking cool. But I did want to get a shout out to three influencers I've never heard of before, but they're cool guys. Number one, my financial friend. This guy's name is Sam. I just met him at the party I was just at. So seems like a pretty cool guy, been in the space for a couple years, so check him out. Also, I met Chase, who's from the Bitcoin Express, on the plane. So quite interesting. Another guy that's been in the space for a couple years, want to give a shout out to him. And then finally, Sin City Crypto, which actually did a quick interview with me, and he actually posted a video already. Very, very small channel, but also check him out. Just want to give a shout out to these guys. Right, a lot of guys in the space helping to educate the masses and helping them stay focused and calm and cool. So I'd like to give them some love. That's it, guys. That's it. Let's just do some Q&A. Ace said it was great seeing today. I met a lot of people, so I don't be offended if I don't remember who you are. But if I met you today, great. I will be there tomorrow too. I think today is actually industry day for Bitcoin 2022, so there wasn't actually that many people. Tomorrow will be jam-packed. Early plays, up or down, we will always have your back. Keep the daily stream super helpful. I appreciate that. Appreciate your support. Let me scroll down here. Can't repeat what I just am I buying Miami coin? No, but OKX, which is the exchange that sells Miami coin, I saw they had an event. Unfortunately, they did not invite me. So if anyone is part of the OK coin team, feel free to reach out. Although, you know, it's been very nice. I've been meeting with some of my partners, some of the people I've been working with over the years. Never met them in person. So it's pretty much nonstop eating, drinking, and partying while I'm here. And it's very different because I normally don't do this. In Litecoin, since $70, should I sell and buy Bitcoin? Well, the good news is you're still up, right? The bad news is Bitcoin has gone up a lot more than Litecoin over the years. So even though you didn't lose money, you lost a lot by holding Litecoin. So you have to decide whether or not it's worth holding. And also, you have to decide what's in your portfolio, right? If you're holding nothing but Litecoin, then maybe you should think about diversifying, right? So it really depends on your situation. But in my opinion, I much rather hold Bitcoin than Litecoin. That's me. Did I see Proton Metal Pay stuff in Inventor? Actually, I did not. Is it smart to buy Luna at this point? Well, like I said, it's cheaper than it was yesterday. So you're buying it at a discount, right? That's best way to look at it. Did I meet Palm? No, I actually missed. He was the first speaker, but I tweeted out the line. I mean, this morning was crazy. So I actually tweeted this out. I mean, this morning when I was waiting, ton of people, and then unfortunately by the time I got in, it's he already spoke. But anyways, I have my pass now, so it should be easier. But yeah, I've been tweeting a few stuff. Someone gave me a book. I tweeted this out. Pretty easy read. Spent a lot of alcohol. Just a little party here and there. You know. What's your impression of the conference so far? I mean, it's all insiders right now, and especially today's in industry day. Tomorrow, I hear there's going to be 40,000 people. 40,000 people that is going to be in attendance. So yeah. So tomorrow will be jam packed. Let's see. Why aren't you staking in DeFi Kingdom Crystal Vault? APR is 3K, even though div, I'm breaking even. Well, the thing is, Crystal is still unknown, right? And Jewel has more utility now because everything done is paid in Jewel. So Guns of Crypto, it's even though there's very high APR, it's unknown whether or not Crystal can hold its value as well as Jewel. So I'm up with Jewel. So I'm in no rush to switch to Crystal. Jack speaks tomorrow, so the rumor is Jack Muller is going to introduce Apple. That could be a big catalyst, right? So we'll see if that takes place. There's a few guys that I'm looking forward to. Is Max there? I didn't see him. I don't have the whale pass. A lot of people have whale passes. Maybe they're all the whales are hanging together. So who knows? I see Mike Tyson or Mark Cuban. No, I did not. I love to see them both. What do you know about Jasmine? I don't know a whole lot other than they pumped a lot before. Why is McDonald's ice cream machine still out of order all these years? There's a conspiracy around that. I don't know why, but they seem to be down more than they are up. So I don't know actually why. Um, enjoy my city, Miami. Have fun. So far, it's good. It's just very hot and humid. Get ready to watch Litecoin go to the moon. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Is Anchor really dropping a 20% APR? Well, they said they were going to adjust based on the reserves. And so far, I've been checking them. The percentage has not dropped at all. It's going to be a linear scale. So they're trying to make it more sustainable. But right now, the APR is still the same, or APY is still the same. Ice cream machine monopoly. Saw a video with Kevin Lear time BD's mining. There's a lot of Bitcoin miners, a lot of Bitcoin miners at at the expo. So some of them cool. Like you could buy a container full of miners. It's all ready for you. All you have to do is buy the container. I don't know how much it costs, but yeah. Audius is a sleeper. Karen, I just talked about Audius, I believe, yesterday or the day before. So I mean, yeah, I think they have potential. That's for sure. Our liquidity pool is a good way to make cash. Well, yeah, because you could get a pretty high APR with them, but you have to be careful, right? Some of the ones that offer crazy amount of APR, rug pulls, vulnerabilities happen, right? But if you're staking within, I don't know, DeFi Kingdoms or Uniswap or Sushi Swap, Spooky Swap, Pancake Swap, 1 inch, right? They're all legit. Lakers got wrecked this year. Yes. Yes, they did. Quite honestly, I didn't watch a lot of the speakers today. But today it wasn't a whole bunch. I mean, Kevin O'Leary was talking while during lunch, so I didn't hear him. Pomp spoke very too early, right? So tomorrow and hopefully Friday there'll be more speakers, better speakers. Guy Boaster, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's what I do. Basketball is an impossible game played by giants and guys. I'll tell you this, it sucks to be short if you're playing basketball. That's for sure. Someone that's a foot taller than you with a reach that's a foot and a half more than you, right? It's no fun to play against tall people. But that's why, it's a genetics. If you're blessed by genetic gods or you have really tall parents, well, congratulations. But even tall people doesn't mean that they can make it to the NBA. It's not that easy. Have I visited Midtown Design District yet? No, just Miami Beach. I actually do want to go to Midtown, the Design District. I was looking at Google Maps today. Looks like there's a lot of good shopping stuff. I don't know if I have time for shopping though. I'm 5'9", kick ass at local gym. Keywords local gym. Try to try to play in the D League or an NBA, then I think 5'9" is going to prevent you from making it. It's not just about height, but it's going to make it nearly impossible. Near got funding 350 million today. I just covered Near the other day. I think it was yesterday, right? Near actually one of the up and coming L1s. They got a lot of funding for a lot of their DeFi projects. They're still early. I didn't hear about a 350 million. It'd be pretty good. Um, Top three players of all time. I mean, you got to throw Jordan in there. I think people really overlook Kareem because most people don't remember him or haven't been able to watch him. Like I never watched Kareem play, but if you look at his stats and stuff, it's crazy. But I think people overlook him. During my era, I think Shaq during his prime is unstoppable. I don't even think Will Chamberlain can stop Shaq. So I'm gonna throw Shaq in there. I'm gonna throw Kobe in there. The fact that he could do 81 points in a game, he could have gone for 100 if he, really tried. And then, there's several others. Hakeem in his prime was pretty much unstoppable. Duncan in his prime, even though very boring, unstoppable. Nowitzki, and then the modern players. You got to throw LeBron in there and several others. I don't know. That's more than three. I've never watched Bird. I know people say he's one of the goats, but never watched him, so I can't. 5'9" is crotch sniffing height in NBA. Yeah, I mean, come on. I got Spud Webb at 5'7", Muggsy at 5'3", and I think Iverson was below 6 feet. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's no one under 6 feet. Nate Robinson, very short career. I mean, if you're under 6 feet, you can't live in NBA. Magic Johnson, I mean, there's too many. I didn't grow up watching Bird or Magic, so I can't comment on them. Well, a lot of the guys, that Jordan played, I watched, and they're all pretty good too. I would love to see, I would love to see Dennis Rodman play in this era because this era is so non-physical. Man, Rodman would like fall out instantly, but he would get in the heads of so many people right now. I mean, mentality wise, I would say players are a lot weaker. Athletic wise, players now are a lot more athletic, but mentality wise, Rodman I think would destroy so many players. Anyways, Nate Robinson is not a great boxer. IrisNet and IDEX, not really familiar with each. My son is 6'11". Well, TJ, he's gifted. He's gifted height wise. Iverson was listed at 6 feet. I don't think it was 6 feet. Do you think Jokic is MVP? It's him or Embiid. I mean, Giannis still is up there. LeBron was in a running, but Lakers are such a disaster. So I think Jokic will win again. Thomas was 5'9"? No, no way. He was like 6'1". No, I don't believe he's 5'9". He's like 6'1", 6'2". Sphere Financial, your thoughts, please. Sorry, never heard of them, Brian. Never heard of them. You think Jeremy Lin came back in the NBA again? Nah, he's too old. I mean, honestly, he's just too old. Even if he came back, he was probably discriminated a little bit, but he came back. He can't. He can't. He won't be able to hack it. My brother's 6'6" and clumsy. He grew almost a foot over the summer. Wow. Say like Anthony Davis, right? In his college years, he was 6'2". So he was practicing to be a point guard, and then he grew like 8 inches to 6'10". But that time when he was short was fantastic because you learn how to dribble and learn how to shoot, right? So if you can shoot up like that, I mean if you have a growth spurt like that, pretty darn good. I think Dwayne Wade, he also said he was short in high school. He was like 5'8", 5'9", and he grew 6 inches to 6'4". So they're gifted with physical gods. Blessed by physical gods. Let's just put it that way. Thomas is 6'1". Yeah, people saying John Morant is taller, arguably more athletic. He's like 6'2", but he has a 44-inch vertical. I mean, it's crazy how high he can get up. I don't know what the osmosis zone is, Sergio. You could stop asking that. All right, guys. It's been fun talking about the NBA. Get our minds off of crypto right now. Um, well, Davis was 6'2". Maybe not when he was in Kentucky, but I know he said he grew. Maybe in high school. Larry Bird would crush them. If Larry Bird was playing today, I would see him being like a Luka Doncic, right? Like someone that's really skilled, pretty much unstoppable, but I just don't see Larry Bird today being as dominant as he was back in the day. I would see him being more like a Luka Doncic, but a little bit taller, maybe like closer to Jokic. Jokic is probably like a inch or two taller than Bird, but I think more or less you would play like a cross between Jokic and Doncic, right? People are guessing how tall Bit Boy is. I met him in person. He's pretty close to height with me. I think I'm a little bit taller. I'm 5'10". I think Bit Boy is like 5'9", but I might be wrong. I think I was a little bit taller than him. But anyways, I met Crypto Crow today, Jason, and of course I've talked about he's a 7-foot giant. Nice guy. Um, but yeah, I despise tall people. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. All right, guys, smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow or not, but I will definitely give you guys an update for sure. All right, have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye bye.